Your boss is not your teacher in your job. This isn't university. Your boss isn't gonna spoon feed you the answers to your problems. In this video, I will explain why this particular mindset that you're adopting is slowing down your career and how to shift this mindset to really accelerate your career growth. In a corporate job or in any proper job, you are required to problem solve yourself. You're required to figure things out yourself. And the only way to do that is for you to navigate your way through a lot of different things that will help you reach your destination. You have different stakeholders, you have different tools like the internet, tools like ChatGPT, tools like Gemini. All of these are useful tools that even myself and my colleagues and probably every other company are utilizing now in order to do their work more effectively and in order to do it better. There are many things that you can do in order to navigate your way through some of these challenges. Firstly, before asking your boss on what to do, try to figure out yourself. Try to problem solve yourself. Find some answers to present to your bosses so that it keeps them knowing that you are proactive and you give them a couple of solutions before they make the ultimate decision. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can talk to other stakeholders to try and find your answer. You can Google it. Like I said before, you can use tools like ChatGPT just to really get your brain juices flowing. From there is where your skill comes in, to really problem solve and to really take initiative and take charge of your role. Because companies don't just hire you to execute, they hire you to problem solve, to think strategically and how you can enhance the role that is given to you. A lot of the things that I used to do as well is I would have an archive folder. Most often than not, challenges that you have faced is a challenge that a colleague has already faced before or the brand has already faced before. Let's say you are tasked with executing a pop-up or a podium in a mall. Most likely, that brand has already done something super similar to that before. So you can look at your past folders and you can gather some inspiration from there. That is the starting point that you can really use to navigate your way to the top to actually find your answers and once again to get your creative juices flowing. It's really important to also ask better questions to your bosses. Some techniques that I used to use is to come up with a solution and then I present it to my boss and I ask them, what do you think? Or would you have done it this way? That way, at least you are kind of indirectly asking them what is considered the quote-unquote correct way of doing it to you. So I'll come up with option A, option B, option C. I'll go to my boss and I'll say, I think we should go with option B because so and so. What do you think? Or what would you have done differently? Next, take ownership of everything you do. Like I mentioned in my previous video, write everything down so that in the future when you encounter a similar challenge or a similar problem, you already know what to ask your boss. It's very valuable to know how your boss thinks, to pick their brain, and to know what kind of leadership style they normally like to use. If your boss is someone who is very money driven, then strategize your questions so that when you ask them questions, it's questions that they enjoy answering and questions that can bring maximum return of investment to the company. I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to run a offer during a specific campaign period, but I'm stuck on what sort of offers to run. So the first thing I'll do is I will evaluate previous offerings to see how they did. I'll look at some data to see if there are a couple of products that maybe or offerings that I could actually include in this promotion. I'll give maybe 2 to 3 options maximum. I'll go to my boss and I'll tell them this is what I would like to run, this is how I came up with it, and this is also backed by some data in which we saw some growth when we previously did this offering. And then you can emphasize, I think this offering would be more effective than the last one because I added more products, I added a variation of bundle sets. How did I curate these bundle sets? It's the best recruitment or best repurchasing SKU shown from the data. That's why I think this offering would be much more attractive than the last one because it would increase more sales and maximize our return of investment. That pushes your chances that your bosses might go for your idea. With that, you already take ownership, you've showcased strategical thinking, you've proven to your boss that you have the ability to think outside the box. And whatever you do is benefiting your brand and your entire company. Even if it's wrong, it shows at least that you're trying, and it shows at least that you are being proactive. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button. Switch on that notification bell so you can always be alerted whenever I post a video. Also give me some comments to see what you want me to cover in the next video, and I will inshallah do my best to cover it. Thanks so much for watching, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.